Some famous speeches. Edmund Burke, The Impeachment of Warren Hastings. My lords, what is it that we want here to a great act of national justice? Do we want a cause, my lords? You have the cause of oppressed princes, of undone women of the first rank, of desolated provinces and of vested kingdoms. Do you want a criminal, my lords? When was there so much iniquity ever laid to the chains of everyone? No, my lords, you must not look to punish any other such delinquent from India. Warren Hastings has not left substance enough in India to nourish such another delinquent. My lords, is it a prosecutors you want? You have before you the commons of Great Britain as prosecutors, and I believe, my lords, that the sun in his beneficent progress round the world does not behold a more glorious sight that of man separated from a remote people by the material bonds and barriers of nature, united by the bonds of a social and moral community. All the commons of England resenting as their own the indignities and cruelties that are offered to all the people of India. Do we want a tribunal? My lord, no example of antiquity, nothing in the modern world, nothing in the range of human imagination can supply us with a tribunal like this. My lords, here we see virtually in the mind's eye that scared majesty of the crown, under whose authority you sit and whose power you exercise. We see in that individual authority what we feel in reality and life, the beneficent powers and protecting justice of His Majesty. We have here the higher apparent to the crown, such as the bound wishes of the people of England, wish and higher apparent of the crown to be. We have here all the three branches of the royal family in a situation between majesty and subjection, between the sovereign and the subject, offering a place in that situation for the support of the rights of the crown and the levities of the people, both where the extremities they touch. My lords, we have a great heredity to raise here. Those who have their own honors and honors of their ancestors and of their posterity to God, and who will justify, as they have always justified, that provisions in the Constitution by which justice is made hereditary office. My lords, we have here a new nobility who have risen and exalted themselves by various merits, by great military services, which have extended the fame of this country from the rising to the setting sun. We have those who, by various civil merits and various civil talents, have been exalted to a situation which they will deserve, and in which they will justify the favor of their sovereign and the good opinion of their fellow subjects, and make them rejoice to see those virtuous characters that were the others day upon a level with them, now exalted above them in rank, but filling with them in sympathy what they felt in commons with them before. We have a persons exalted from the practice of this law, from the place in which they administered high through subordinate justice, to a seat here, to enlighten with their knowledge and to strengthen with their votes those principles which have distinguished the courts in which they have perished. My lords, you have here those delights of our religion. You have the bishops of England, my lords. You have the true image of the primitive church in its ancient form, in its ancient ordinance, purified from the superstitions and the vice which a long succession of ages will bring upon the West institutions. You have the representatives of that religion. We say that their God is love, that they are very void in the spirit of the institution is charity, a religion which so much hates operations that when the God whom we adore appeared in a human form, he did not appear in a form of greatness and majesty, but in sympathy with the laws of the people, and thereby made it a firm and ruling principle that their welfare was the object of all government, since the person who was the master of nature, choose to appear himself in a subordinate situation. There are the considerations which influence them, which animate them and will animate them against all the oppression, knowing that he who is called first among them and the first among us all, both of the flock that is fed and of those who feed it, made himself the servant of all. My lords, there are the securities which we have in all the constituent parts of the bodies of this house. We know them, we reckon, we rest upon them and commit safely the interest of India's and the humanity into your hands. Therefore, it is with the confidence that, ordered by the Commons, I impeach Warren Hastings of 5 crimes and misdemeanors. I impeach him in the name of the Commons of Great Britain in Parliament assembled, whose parliamentary trust he has betrayed. I impeach him in the name of the Commons of Great Britain, whose national character he has dishonored. I impeach him in the name of the people of India, whose laws, rights, and liberties he has subverted, whose properties he has destroyed, whose country he has laid waste and desolate. I impeach him in the name and by virtue of those eternal laws of justice which he has violated. I impeach him in the name of human nature itself, which he has cruelly outraged, injured, and oppressed in both sexes in every age, rank, situation, and condition of life. Some famous speeches.